Guys, they said Queen Naomi have encouraged Dr. Lizzy to be more prayerful or living in the palace, This is happening when they said uh, Dr. Lizzy came to the royal manor. You know that they said, I think yesterday, Kabiyesi carried out a secret midnight ritual for Queen Naomi, and they said Queen Naomi was present. And after the ritual went successful, they were celebrating. The next day, some people came to celebrate with them, even though some people came to fight them. Because someone like Ebony, they said the way she was rushing to the royal manor like a wounded lioness, after they say she fainted on hearing about the ritual, they stopped her. Some elders were telling Kabiyesi that you betrayed us. How could you do such a thing without letting us know, and all of that. And those elders are the type that will try to stop it if Kabiyesi have told them. So that's why I said some people are jubilating while others are not. Some are congratulating them while others are not. So Dr. Lizzy is one of those who is happy for Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi over this latest development, because we all know that Dr. Lizzy have been trying her best to see that they reunite. But you know that one thing I believe in this life is that when it is not time for something, no matter how hard you try to make that thing happen, it might not happen then. But once it is time for it to happen, you might not even do anything, and you will see that thing happening. And that's why even the Bible said there is time for everything, you know. So Dr. Elizabeth tried when she tried, and it got to some extent to the point that it was looking like her efforts were useless, But today, we are hearing good news. And now, I don't think Dr. Elizabeth have played any part here, but she is happy for them. So, despite the fact that none of the Olories was allowed into the royal manor, because they said Queen Naomi was in the royal manor with Tadenikawo and Kabiyesi celebrating. But the moment Dr. Elizabeth came, nobody stopped her, because they know who is who. Yes, so they say when she wanted to enter that royal manor, nobody stopped her. They just gave her easy access. They saluted her, she entered. But while she entered, they said Queen Naomi was almost going home, because information have it that Queen Naomi is not kind of relaxing in the palace anytime she visits these days. Maybe because of the prophecies that have been going on, warning her to be careful, that this is not the right time for her to go and relax in the palace until the battle is over and all of that. Maybe that's why, I don't know. So, but they said when Dr. Lizzy visited to come and congratulate her, she was on her way out with Tadenikawo. Then the Kabiyesi have left the royal manor too. So, she congratulated Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi was happy to see her. They exchanged pleasantries, they hugged themselves from what we heard, So she told Queen Naomi how happy she is over the news of that successful ritual, and hoping that very soon the remaining ones will be completed, so that she will finally return back to the palace and possess her position. So Queen Naomi was happy, but they said Queen Naomi told her that there is something that she needs to discuss with her, that thank God that she came. She was planning on inviting her so that they will talk, They said Queen Naomi narrated just few due to time, because Queen Naomi does not have enough time. They say she was already going out. She narrated few events that happened in the palace while she was in the palace. The spiritual attack, the manipulations, and everything that happened to her. They say she was telling Dr. Elizabeth. And we do know that Dr. Elizabeth have returned back to stay in the palace. And if you ask me, I will say that the reason she have decided to come and stay in the palace right now is to see if she will conceive. You know that Dr. Elizabeth her greatest desire right now is to have her own child. And my prayer is that God is going to do it for her, because when it comes to money, she have the money. When it comes to pedigree, she have the pedigree and everything. So they say after Queen Naomi narrated some of the events that happened while she was in the palace to her, Queen Naomi told her that the only way to survive in this palace is to be prayerful enough. That don't go and relax. That you might be thinking, you know that when Dr. Elizabeth was getting married to the king, maybe in her mind she might be thinking that, yes, this marriage is going to be full of competition. But what is it that I don't have? Because when it comes to money, they say the girl get money, excess money. As a matter of fact, money is not her problem. She get pedigree. She get qualification. At least you hear us call her Dr. Elizabeth. That doctor is doctor by education, not, even though they say she also the doctor by profession and all of that. So it's not all about pedigree. It's not all about wealth. It's not all about who you know. That if you want to survive in the palace, is either you dey do juju, strong one, no, or you are prayerful, or you belong to a place where they will be protecting you. If you go and relax thinking that I'm Ajibo, there is nothing like that, all those things, I don't believe in it, they will always hurt you. They will always give you, and they will put you in a place where at some point you will be tired of yourself. That is what the Queen Naomi was telling her. That the reason all of this thing is happening to her in the palace is because she did not understand the way things works in that palace. That if you want to live in the palace and succeed, you need to be a very strong, prayerful child of God, if you call yourself a child of God. But if you're not a child of God, you see all this jazz, juju, and everything that Igbe them are doing. That is because that's the line they know. That is the area they know, and they are protecting themselves. But if you see the kind of woto that these people are giving to themselves spiritually, you will know that surviving in the palace is not a tea-party affair. They said Dr. Lizzy was just looking at her when she was telling Dr. Lizzy all of this. And Dr. Lizzy needs to know. Yes, because we all know that Dr. Lizzy comes from a Christian home. But coming from a Christian home is different from being ready to fight your battle spiritually. You know? And we all know that if Queen Naomi is in the palace, at least it will be easier for Dr. Lizzy to always pray with her. You know, and Queen Naomi will always motivate her. But now that Queen Naomi is not in the palace, she needs to let her know that if you really want to survive here, you need to buckle up. You need to increase your, build your spiritual life if you want to succeed. That is what the Queen Naomi told her. And she was highly appreciative of that advice. That is what we are hearing now. Don't forget that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated, unverified information. I do not live in the palace, but that is what we are hearing. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.